Whispers of the Hollow Elements. The town of Ashen Hollow had long been abandoned, swallowed by time and rumors of unnatural forces. But when a group of wayward travelers found themselves stranded in the dead woods beyond its borders, they had no choice but to seek shelter in the forsaken ruins. Unbeknownst to them, Ashen Hollow was not empty. It was a place where the elemental ones lurked, spirits bound to the raw forces of nature, corrupted by centuries of isolation. These were not mere beings of fire, water, air, and earth, but twisted manifestations of an ancient curse. The Fireborn, Emberkin. It was the first to emerge, crawling from the charred remains of an old blacksmith's forge. A figure of cracked obsidian and molten veins, its body pulsed with an eerie glow. The heat it radiated warped the air around it, whispering in dry, crackling voices. When it moved, the scent of burning flesh filled the air. One traveler, seeking warmth, lingered too close to the smoldering ruin. The Emberkin did not hesitate. With a touch, their skin blistered, their breath stolen by the suffocating heat. By the time the others noticed, the traveler had melted into ash, their screams still echoing in the night. The Tide Wraith. Near the ruins of an ancient well, the second horror revealed itself. The Tide Wraith was no gentle spirit of water. It was something stagnant, something hungry. Its body was formed of murky liquid, its face distorted by endless ripples. It whispered in gurgling tones, tempting the travelers to drink from the tainted well. One, parched from the dry air, succumbed to the voice's call. The moment they drank, their body twisted in agony. Water seeped from their pores, their breath turned to drowning gasps. They clutched at their throat, but it was too late. The Tide Wraith pulled them into the well's depths, where they would remain forever. Another voice in the Hollow's chorus. The Hollow Gale. The wind howled as the third entity came forth. A figure of tattered, translucent skin that fluttered like forgotten banners. The Hollow Gale was the whisper of forgotten things, the voice of lost souls. It carried the cries of the dead on the wind, its form shifting, unraveling, reforming in violent gusts. One traveler, panicked by the horrors around them, tried to flee. But as they ran, the Hollow Gale wrapped around them, stealing the breath from their lungs. Their screams turned to whispers as their body was lifted from the ground, twisted into nothing but mist, forever lost to the winds. The Gravebound Golem. The last survivor stumbled into the remains of an old chapel, seeking refuge from the horrors outside. But there, standing among the broken pews, was the final horror. A being of cracked earth and tangled roots, its body embedded with the bones of those who had come before. The Gravebound Golem had no eyes, only hollow sockets filled with writhing, soil-covered fingers. As the traveler gasped in horror, the creature extended its arms, beckoning them forward. The wooden floor beneath them groaned, splintering apart as skeletal hands reached from the dirt. They clutched at the traveler's ankles, pulling them down into the hungry earth. Their screams faded as the ground sealed itself, leaving behind only silence. The hollow remains. By morning, Ashen Hollow was quiet once more. The town, cursed to consume any who entered, had claimed new voices for its elemental ones. The wind carried whispers of the lost, the well rippled with unseen horrors, the embers of the forge smoldered hungrily, and the ground shifted with restless hunger. And so the cycle continued. Would you dare enter Ashen Hollow?